Hi everyone. Today I want to show you Google My Maps. It's a great tool with a wide range of practical applications in the classroom. To put it simply, My Maps is like a Google document in map form. You can share it, add and edit details, and collaborate with students or other teachers. To use My Maps, first go to google.com/mymaps and make sure that you're logged into your Google Drive or any Gmail account. Press Create a New Map, and then you can title the map just as you would any Google document. Maps are made out of layers which can lie over top of each other. My first layer I'm just going to title Capital Cities. Now if this were a student activity, I'd have each student on the map at the same time, each with a different capital city that they're in charge of. They would press the icon button and place an icon over their city, name it, and then once they've created it, they can click on the icon and press the little pencil button, which is the edit icon, and write whatever information they need to in here. They can also easily add images from Google by doing an image search and selecting whichever images they want. They can add more images using the plus button. Now they have an essay with media which other students sharing the map can see and comment on. Now if they want to customize their icon a little bit, they just press the paint can beside their city's name, and they can change the color, the shape, or the whole icon image. If there's not an icon you like in there, you can put in a web URL and add an icon to your collection. Now let's take this a step further by using the tools at the top. I can add a new icon by just clicking the icon button. I can use the hand tool to move icons around. I can use the line tool to create shapes. I can also use the line tool to make a route between 2 points. And I can use the ruler tool to measure distances. It's going to keep measuring distances each time I click until I double click to end it. Now My Maps isn't perfect. For instance, you need to reload to see someone else's changes if they're working on it at the same time as you, and it doesn't have the option to recover deleted items. So if a student were to delete something of somebody else's, it's really not very easy to recover. However, that brings me to another point, the import button, which is one of the greatest tools in My Maps. I'm going to add a new layer, and I'm going to hide this current layer so I can't see it anymore. I'll title the new layer Import, and I'm going to press this Import button. It says you can import data from a CSV file, spreadsheet, or KML. I'm just going to get information from a spreadsheet on my Google Drive. Here's the spreadsheet that we'll be using. I had some teachers at a conference a few weeks ago populate it with interesting places in their local area. The three most important columns are the ones that give the location. We've got address, city, and state. Back on our map, it asks me which columns I need to use from that spreadsheet to position the place marks, or the icons. So I'm going to select my city, state, and the address, and that's going to put the icons in the right spot. And then it's going to ask me to put a column to title the markers, which I'm going to use for their first names. Now it reloads the page, and now all their information is populated without me having to go through the process of placing icons. All their information that they put into the spreadsheet is available in the map. So if you want to make sure a student saves their information, have your students work on a shared Excel spreadsheet first, then you can easily import it into the My Map. And then they can edit it further by adding images or providing edits within there. Now there's a lot of applications in the classroom for My Map, so let me show you a few things some teachers have done. This is a shapes activity in Paris. A math teacher noticed that the overhead view of Paris showed a lot of familiar shapes, so he turned it into a lesson for students. A history teacher had students populate information about the Civil War by listing Civil War battles and having the students put in the information they needed to. They even used a line to represent Sherman's march. At a recent conference, I used this as a game where teachers created their own nation, added details, and created borders. I even made an additional layer with customized icons that I used as badges whenever a student or participant completed a task. All I needed to do was drag the icon into their borders. So that's Google My Maps, a collaborative, interactive program that can be used in so many ways I can't even imagine them all. Feel free to send me an email if you've done something you really liked or if you need help building something. I'd be happy to help out.